Hey guys, it's Elizabeth. Today we'll be talking about a movie. Specifically, we're going to be talking about probably one of my least favorite movies of all time. It is the Lord of the Rings movie series, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. I just want to say, yes, I'm sitting on the floor, but that's because this tripod is really annoying and I'm too lazy to stand it all the way up. Plus, sitting is better than standing. And if the background looks bad, it's just because I'm sitting on the floor. So let's just get into this. I will say these are my opinions, and this may get to be a very heated discussion because every time I talk about this I get really mad, and I have issues when it comes to this movie, so I might get really mad just talking about this. So let's just see what happens, and something surprising may happen by the end of this. So we'll see what happens. Let's just get into this. Okay, so I just wanted to show you some new wall installations to our room. I have this new section here. Sorry, there's a glare with the light. So we have this, which is a record that I painted. We have this, which is a King and Country record. It works, but it's in like a record frame, and that will be changed out probably every once in a while. And this is a painting that my coworker made, and this is Anne and Gilbert. And then over here we have a Avengers Endgame poster that I put, and I also moved this chair and this was over there, and the chair was over here, and I moved it. So, and eventually, soon, I'm going to be putting a Murphy desk here. We just got the wood planed for it, so it's going to be a desk that can go up and down. I can use it for my DIYs and sewing journeys and things like that. So if you would be interested when this is all done and it's cleaned up and ready for like a room tour, let me know down below, and I might do a room tour someday when this is finished. So I'm coming in with a quick clip. I want to tell you about a link that I have in the description. My friend is, my coworker / friend from work is renovating a school bus into like a mobile home, and she has this GoFundMe page to help her raise some money to help her continue with it, because she raised the bus but she hasn't really done anything other than that, and she just made this GoFundMe page. I'll link it in below, and if you want to help her out with her bus, I guess you can check out the link below. I thought I would just tell you about this because she asked me to share it on social media, and I was like, I don't really have social media besides YouTube, so I just thought I'd share it here. And if anyone's interested in checking that out, I'll have the link below. She has a page, and it tells you about her and like kind of, you know, how much money she's trying to raise and stuff. So if you're interested, check the link below. And yeah, so we're here to talk about Lord of the Rings. Let's just say that I've watched the movies many times. Back when I was younger, like, I don't know, a little kid. Back when we lived at our old house, I would have been like 6, 7, maybe like 5, 6, 7, I don't know. So I probably was like 6 or 7 when I first watched it or something. And I loved the movies because I was a little kid. It was great, it was whatever. And I loved them probably till I was about like, I don't know, I want to say 12 or 13, maybe a little bit older, I don't even know. But then one day I was just like, for some reason we were watching it, and I was like, this movie is terrible, I don't like this movie. Then I read the books, and I truly understood how terrible the movies were. So yeah, there's just a lot of things. This is just my personal opinion. You can like them, that is great if you like them, but I am the type of person that usually likes the movie because it's good, like the book. Not always, I'm not going to say I always do, because Harry Potter is not exactly like the book, but it's still good in my opinion. But if it strays too far from the book, that's when I don't like it, which is basically every book to movie adaptation ever. the only ones that I can think of that are really good to the book, is Hunger Games, which isn't perfect, but it's really well done. And then something that exactly word for word for the book is the 1995 version of Pride and Prejudice. And I would like to think that some other period dramas are like the books, but I haven't read the books, so. What I read of LOTR, I would say is pretty much like the miniseries, but yeah, just to say that most book to movie adaptations I'm not hugely a fan of. Like some other ones that are probably also, again, more of some of my least favorite movies, and if you'd like to hear me talk about them, let me know in the comments below, are Percy Jackson, both movies, Aragon, all the Narnia movies, and there's more, like Divergent. Well, I don't like the books either, but that's a whole different situation. Anyways, we're here to talk about Lord of the Rings, and first off, bad acting. I'm sorry, but I cannot stand Elijah Wood. And most of the other characters I'm not a fan of. I will say that there are a few people that I think did a good job, and I think Sean Austin had said something. He's the one who plays Sam. I think he did a good job as Sam, and he's about one of the only people I liked in that movie. And I think Pippin and Merry were pretty good in the movie. And other than that, I think Gimli was kind of funny, but I don't remember if I cared about him that much. And Legolas is like, I feel like I don't really care about him, but I don't know. But anyways, I just want to say that I personally think that it's not very great acting, and I just, like, there's just so much stuff, and, like, when I watch the movie, it ends with them getting rid of the ring, and that's, like, the whole point of the movie, and, like, yay, we got rid of the ring, that's, like, it, that's the whole, but I read the book, the last book, I got halfway through it, and I was like, it's supposed to be over, because halfway through the last book, the third book, it ends where the movie ends. I was like, but this is over, it's the end, there can't be more. And I was like, I read it and I was like, so the whole point wasn't just to destroy the ring, there's other points to this. That would have been nice to know in the movie. That's the thing that pisses me off the most, I think, because the end of the third book is my favorite part, I think, out of the whole series, because there's this, like, giant battle in the Shire, and Sam is just awesome, and then he's my favorite character, and he's, like, leading this battle, kind of, and it's just awesome, and I love it, and I don't know, I'm not impressed with the ending and how they left out, like, a big point of the book. You know, and then there's just a myriad of other things that happen. It's been so long since I've seen these movies. I've seen them about 1 billion times, but it's been so long since I've seen them that it's kind of hard to remember exactly everything that they did wrong and stuff. But yeah, basically my whole family raves about how bad they are, or at least the people who've read the books and watch the movies and don't like them, which is my parents and maybe some of my siblings. But, yeah, it's just, like, there's just so much stuff, and the books are just so much more detailed and better, and either way, no matter what it is, the book is always better than the movie, but, like, you really should at least try a little bit to, like, get to the point of what the book is supposed to be, and not completely, like, distort it, because, like, the whole point of the book is not to destroy the ring. That's a small point, but that's not the whole point, like, ugh, that just makes me so mad. Yeah, there's so much, and I don't even want to go into The Hobbit, because, like, elves don't exist in the book of The Hobbit. There's no pale orc in the book of The Hobbit, and I've only seen the first Hobbit movie, but, it was really terrible, and I never, ever, ever watching the other 3, or 4, or 2, or I don't know how many there are. But I'm not watching the other ones. I refuse, and they're really bad, and you can like them, that's fine, but I do not, and I never will, and that's just that. Like, everyone else can have their own opinion. If you like them, that's good. If you want to like them, that's fine. But at the same time, if you read the books and you think those are really great movies, how can you? Like, they shouldn't have named it Lord of the Rings. They should have named it something else and made it their own story and named the characters different names, because it's just so off from the book that it's like not even quite the book. Just got the same people's names and the sort of basic plot point, and then, like, I don't know. I don't remember the movies that well, so it's kind of hard for me to be like, that was wrong and that was wrong and that was wrong. But I have some major things that were wrong, and that's basically all I can give you. I was thinking about it. I know I'm going to regret this decision forever, but I may attempt sometime, I have no idea when, or if I'll have time anytime, or maybe it'll just happen slowly over time, to rewatch them. I don't know where to get access to them. We used to own them on disc, and I'm pretty sure my mom just got rid of them, so I mean, good for you, but I'll have to look somewhere and see if they're available to watch. If not, then I don't have to watch them. But if they are, I may watch them, because I've had some coworkers who are like, how do you not like those movies? They're so amazing. And I was just like, they're terrible. And then they're like, you need to watch them again. And I was just like, maybe I should watch them again, and then I can just tell you all the details to tell you how terrible it is. And if I do watch them, I'm going to record myself watching them so you can get my reaction and see how badly I hate these movies. This is just my opinion. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, comment down below what you think of the movies, and if you like them, that is fine. I just personally do not like them. Not everyone's not going to like the same thing. Sorry that I don't like them. That's just my opinion. And subscribe if you want to see more videos. Turn the notification bell on. If you're not reading, you're doing it wrong. Bye!